Hi, my name is Alec Downey, and I'm currently a junior at UNC Charlotte. I will be discussing an overview on all aspects of Jordan Brand, along with Nike, in hopes of receiving an interview and job offer as one of the Jordan Brand directors. The company is quite simple and to the point. Jordan provides all of the signature shoes from the Air Jordan series, along with other shoes that are not in the series, which are more affordable to some customers. The brand also provides athletic wear for the entire demographic market. While initially focusing on basketball shoes, the company has now expanded into different types of leisure wear and signing up-and-coming professional athletes. With Jordan's stellar type of play in his rookie season, Nike thought it'd be a great idea to sign Michael Jordan as one of their endorsing athletes. They launched his first shoe called the Air Jordan 1 in 1985, and it is still one of the most iconic Jordan models to this day. The Air Jordan 1 shoe was originally banned in the NBA because it was considered a uniform breach by not having a majority white color on the shoe. Jordan continued to wear the shoe while Nike would pay a $5,000 fine for each game he played in them. The original retail price was $64.99, which seems like a good deal in today's world. It was actually one of the more high-end shoes on the market at the time. Now the retail price for Jordan 1s is $170. Starting in 1985 and continuing all the way to 2020, there are now 35 models of the Air Jordan shoe, which is one shoe per year. The brand has also expanded into clothing apparel and working in collaborations with other big name athletes and company. The Jordan brand is the most popular athlete endorsed brand of all time, and in my opinion, no other up-and-coming player stands a chance of beating this brand. I say this because he was practically the first player to do this, and no other player will beat it because of the legacy that is held behind the Jordan brand name. This is why you see up-and-coming star athletes sign with Jordan brand, because they want to be associated with one of the greatest names in sports. And then this is the shoe. It's called the Air Jordan 1 Chicago that Nike had to pay $5,000 a game for. So some competition. Competition to Jordan brand is only down to a few companies like Nike, New Balance, Adidas, Reebok, Puma, and Under Armour. Even though Nike owns Jordan, they're still in some competition because of the athletes that will have to choose between companies to represent. The other companies are in competition with Jordan based on how they can match their prices on apparel and shoes. The only real threat in Jordan is basically Nike basketball because of the performance on the shoes. While other Air Jordan shoes have transitioned to a fashionable shoe in this time, but some players still use Jordans for basketball because they prefer it. So some objectives. Jordan brand aims for capitalizing on success from the past because Michael Jordan isn't playing anymore. This means that they're going to sign more upcoming players to represent the brand and keep the tradition of greatness for many more years to come. This leads to the brand dominating the shoe market across the entire world. This is the most popular shoe brand worldwide, so you see his shoes being worn everywhere you go in the world. By having the shoes worn all over, it gives the company the competitive edge in the shoe market. Another goal would be to increase the sales for more foreign countries, not countries like China or anything, just different foreign countries. This means making more distribution centers and quantities of each individual shoe. By doing that, it also completes the goal of expanding the Air Jordan consumer culture. By making more products for other countries, creates more opportunity for sales because the demand is just that high in certain countries. Some marketing strategies. Jordan brand uses the marketing strategy with the statement of "Be like Mike." This statement is what grew their brand so much in the early years because if you buy the shoes, you might just be as good as him. One of the most popular sports commercials ever was the "Be Like Mike" Gatorade commercial. And more marketing strategies include more of social media interaction. Social media is one of the biggest platforms to make announcements and announce release dates on. And Jordan brand, they want to reach all aspects of the target market and stay at the top of the shoe industry by doing that. And some growth. Jordan is constantly growing by recreating the Jordan Retro line year after year. Week to week, there are new Air Jordan colorways being released that leaves every customer wanting to spend their money. All Jordan Retros are in high demand, but are made in low production. This leaves the customers wanting the new releases even more because they cannot get their hands on every pair that drops, and all drops sell out in a matter of minutes. There are also special edition shoes which are collaborated with your famous music artists or a high fashion designer company. These shoes will be created with different materials and different quality, which calls for an even larger crowd wanting to spend their money on shoes. And as a customer myself, I can attest that it's hard to get these shoes for retail price and is exceedingly difficult and requires luck to get them on retail sites online. So just some sales. So the brand has no problem when it comes to making money. In the past few years, Jordan Brand generated around $3 billion, and this year specifically, in 2019, not 2020, they brought in $3.1 billion, and Nike has brought in over $24 billion this year, which means Jordan Brand accounts for 1/8 of their total sales. With those types of numbers, that cuts a check to Michael Jordan himself for around $100 million each year just from Nike. And one big negative about the company that I would like to talk about is that with all the great things Nike and Jordan does for the world and the smooth running operation, so since the demand for Air Jordan Retros are so high, this means any loyal customer around the entire world wants a pair. And when general release shoes are released, they only make thousands of pairs, and depending on what that shoe is, this leaves only an extremely limited number of people who can get them. Once a shoe is sold out for retail price, the shoes will then go on the secondary market, which is practically made by the people who own the shoe. The secondary market price would be a lot more money than retail price because some people are willing to pay top dollar to get their hands on them. And I think Nike and Jordan need to come with a compromise to create more shoes in the factory because demand for each shoe is wanted by millions and there's only thousands of shoes made. This is where I want to help and come up with a number of ideas to try and make this happen. By being one of the Jordan Brand directors, I want to try and make this difference because this is what the customers want and this is what I would want as well. By being one of the Jordan Brand directors, there could be a new method to produce even more shoes and apparel while maximizing profit. The Jordan Brand director is supposed to maximize awareness and sales through all aspects of media. I have chosen Nike and Jordan because I am thoroughly pleased with all their products and I would like to make a difference where even more people can receive those well-made products. Sacrifices will be made in certain areas of the company, but it would end with more happy customers. Since the Air Jordan Retro will always sell out each release date, we should make even more of them and less of the other products in apparel that don't sell out. Being able to communicate and implement new ideas into a large company is very crucial for success. Creating new ideas will make the room for new products and strategies that can make a company boom in sales no matter how large it is. With all the correct marketing and business tactics, anything can be turned into a success. And with all that being said, I am open for questions and statements. I would also like to hand you my business card so we can set up an interview in the near future. On the PowerPoint is my cell phone